Today we'll be seeing how we can find the lower bound and the upper bound if a number is given to us. Now I have taken a few sums from exercise 1C. Let's see how to do it. The first sum says 24 millimeter to the nearest millimeter they have said. So now for this sum, it's very clear that you add a 0.5 and subtract minus a 0.5 to give you the upper bound and the lower bound. So 24 plus 0.5 and 24 minus 0.5 will give me the upper bound and the lower bound for it, and this is the way you will write it. So well, here is an equal to sign, but you will see that here you don't have to put an equal to sign, because this number 24.5, if I round up, it becomes a 25. So it has to be lower than 24.5 to give me a 24 when I round up. Okay. Similarly, the B part here says 3.2 meters to the nearest 10th meter. 10th they are saying. So here, when you have a decimal number, what you do is there is one place after the decimal. So 0.1 divide by 2 will give you the number which you have to add and subtract. So always in a decimal number, put this decimal and the number of places. So here 3.2 plus and minus 0.05 will give me the lower bound and the upper bound, and this also has to be written in the similar manner. Similarly, the C part says 1.75 kg and to round it up to the 100 kg. So here you can see after decimal there are two places. So you will take a 0.01 divide by 2 to give you the number which you have to add or subtract to 1.75. So this gives you a 0.005. Now accordingly you will add 1.75 with 0.005 and subtract it to give you the upper bound and the lower bound. So in this case you can write the answer as 1.745 kgs. And that's the lower bound, and the upper bound will be 1.755 kgs. Okay, so this was about the first question. In the second question, they have given us a triangle. They have given us the base of the triangle and the height of the triangle is given. So base is given 3.1 centimeter, height is given 4.2 centimeter. Now we need to find out the area in the lower bound and as well as the upper bound. So first we find out the lower bound and the upper bound, and then we find the areas. So lower bound, again here after decimal it is one place. So what we do here is 0.1 divided by 2, which gives me what is to be added or subtracted with these two numbers to get the lower bound and the upper bound. So it's a 0.05. Now here 3.5 plus and minus 0.05 gives me a 3.05 and 3.15 as the upper bound. And similarly with 4.2 I get the lower bound and the upper bound. Now to find the area, I know area of a triangle is half base into height. So first I will take the lower bound, that is 3.05, and height I will take this lower bound, that is 4.15, and solve this. Okay, half base into height, you have to substitute, plug in the values in this formula. Similarly for the upper bound you will do the same thing by taking the upper bound values, that is half into 3.15 into 4.25, and put it in the GDC and get the answers. Okay, so this is the way we find the upper bound and the lower bound.